Everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? This is a Shalina Diva, the purpose driven diva, and I am so excited to go live tonight, everybody. I'm so excited to go live. In fact, I actually had just woke up because I had a nice long day with clients and I fell asleep because I was tired. Plus, it's rainy. But I went to bed and I just woke up a couple of minutes ago and I'm like, oh no, I gotta go live. Right. So I'm super excited. I pushed through. I'm so super excited. Hey, Coach Wywana over there on Instagram. So what's up, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram? All right. I have a really good show for you tonight. All right. So before I jump into tonight's lesson, let me tell you who I am. I am Shalina Diva, the purpose driven diva. My clients call me that because I love to show women how to discover, invest, value, and appreciate their lives and business. And specifically as a business coach for new online coaches, I love to show them how to teach, impact, and get paid. So let me break that down for you really quickly, right? If you are someone who wants to teach people what you know, whether it's through formal education you've gotten from college, or if it's from the skill sets you've gleaned from corporate America, or if it's the life experiences that you've learned over the years, then I am the coach for you because you can teach people what you know, but there's a certain way that you're supposed to teach people, right? And then also having impact. What new coaches don't realize is that when you want to become a coach, you have to start creating content. And content is the things that you put out on social media, whether it's videos or social media posts or different things like that, right? So your content is what helps you to have impact. It's what helps you to build your tribe, and it's what helps you to attract people to you who need your products and services. And there's a method to creating great content. And lastly, getting paid. How many of you want to get paid sooner than later? Okay, people think that it takes a long time to get paid. That's not true, especially when you have a system. And as I like to say, you have the recipe and you have a coach like me who wants to help you. So, how many of you want to get paid quicker? Type a dollar sign in the comments. And in addition to typing a dollar sign, hey, Queensy, in addition to typing a dollar sign, say hello. Let me know where are you tuning in from, and let me know what kind of coach are you. Okay, I love to be very interactive. So Queensy, Zamira Scott over there on Instagram, she's like, yes, I want to get paid. Okay, and I'm very upfront with my clients when they come to me. I'm like, I know you're new. I understand that. But you also have to understand when you have the strategy, you have the recipe, and you have a good leader like me who's helping you, you can get paid a lot sooner. You can see success a whole lot sooner. Okay. So that's enough about me. Why did I show up tonight? Why did I get up? Why did I get up after being asleep? Okay. Those of you who don't know, I'm almost 8 months pregnant, and there's nothing like taking a nap when you're pregnant. Okay. That's like the best sleep in the world. I woke up because this is what I do. I love to empower and inspire and instruct new online coaches, and I love to hop on here every night and do it, right? So tonight specifically, I'm going to show you how to make big money with programs. Yes, programs is where it's at. Notice I did not say courses. I personally do not believe that new online coaches should be creating courses when you're first starting out. And I know, like, if you're on social media for any amount of time, you're going to see a lot of gurus who they made a great living teaching new people or just teaching people in general how to create courses. And I'm here to tell you, if you're new, I think you should stay away from a course, because a lot of times what's being taught is for you to take everything that you know, or to take a lot of information and just kind of like smush it together into modules, throw it up on a website somewhere and sell it. And they call that a course. And I'm here to tell you, don't do that as a new online coach, because you're probably not going to be as successful. If you're not going to be as successful because, for one, you don't really know what people want from you. And then two, you don't even know like if that is the best way to present your information. So I am against new coaches teaching courses. And some of you may think a course is like whatever you teach is called a course. It's wrong. It's not. right? So of course, a lot of times there's a bunch of information that somebody has thrown together, and I call it info dumping. So info dumping, everybody. All right, listen, everybody on Instagram, hey over there, right? Everybody on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, they're like, listen, hello, we want to know about the money. Kim was like, hey, they want to know about the money, right? So the thing is, a lot of times courses end up being an info dump where you're just dumping all this stuff that you know, right? It's putting it together and giving it to people. And I'm going to give you an example. Recently, a really good friend of mine, we were talking about getting our credit together at the beginning of the year. And so I found one person and she found another. So she's dealing with this one person. She's dealing with this one person and I'm dealing with the other. And the approaches were so different. So let me tell you about her person. Her person is very knowledgeable and my person is very knowledgeable. But what her person did is they took everything that they knew, all the credit letters, all the what you should do, everything that they knew, they threw it all together, put it in a portal somewhere and was like, here you go. And my friend was like, Shalina, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to go first. I don't know. Is there a method to this? There's no rhyme or reason, but this is everything that person knows. That's her person. So then my person, like I said, they could probably know the same amount of stuff because it seemed like they were teaching the same stuff, right? That's why you should never be ashamed to put yourself out there because someone else is teaching what you do. They may not even be structured the way I'm about to explain as one coach, and they may not be able to teach the way that you do, right? Because listen, just giving people information is not good enough. So please don't think that that's okay. So my coach, everything is structured. All the information is put together. They gave me step by step, like start here, then you go here, then you do this. They have all of this support. Everything is organized. So it's not just information, it's a transformation. They're telling me where to start, where to go, leading me from one thing to the other. Now, who do you think would have more success? Me or my friend? Based upon what we purchased, who would be more successful? And if you answered, boys and girls, that I would be, as a student, you're correct. Why? Because I was given a roadmap, I was given structure, and it's a program. So this person has a program, whereas the other person just had a course and they threw all this information together. Does that make sense? If it does, type difference in the comments, letting me know that you're following what I'm saying and you understand. So what's being taught with a lot of new people with create a course, this is a lot of info dumping. Everything you know, put it together. When I meet new coaches who are like, oh, Shalene, I created a course, I cringe because I'm like, you're probably sitting up in your room like Brandy. Remember Brandy sitting up in my room? Right? Okay, you're creating all these modules and all this stuff, but you don't even know if it's really helpful, if it's what people really want. You don't know any of that stuff. So that's why I'm against it. So if I'm against a course, what am I for? I am for a program. So a program, you guys, is it's your ideas, but it's a technique, it's a strategy, it has a point. So I sign up with you, and at the end of it, you clearly state what I should get out of it or what I should be able to do or achieve when I'm done with you. You have steps in place. You have a process in place, right? That I'm able to follow A, B, C, D, E. You're very structured. Okay. You explain how I do stuff. And at the end of it, I'm clearly able to do one thing. All right. So that is a program. In essence, that's a program, right? You may still say, but I really don't see the difference. Well, let me break it down to you. A lot of you new coaches, especially my empowerment coaches, you guys aren't making the money that you could make because you never sat down and created a program out of what you know. So some of you want to help domestic violence survivors. Some of you want to help physical abuse victims, sexual assault victims. You want to help some women build their careers. You want to help them in their marriage and their finances. You want to help them better themselves in some way. The problem is you didn't sit down and create a program, a curriculum, a set of steps, a set of instructions that you walk people through so they can get a result with you. That's the problem. Everything is still up in here, and you're just like, oh, well, if someone does come to you and they hire you as a private coach, you're just like, oh, come to me and we'll meet once a week, and we'll hop on the phone, we'll go over your goals. That is not coaching. And if you're listening to me, you're looking for a coach, and that's what they tell you, run the other way. They don't have a curriculum. Imagine going to school and them not telling you, okay, this is what you're going to learn this week or this month. This is going to be an assignment. This is the activity. You can approach your coaching the same exact way. You start thinking in terms of, how can I create a program out of what I know? Right? And when you start thinking that way, you can start earning big money, whether it's through private clients or it's the clients, that on social media, because I'm about being an online coach, or a lot of great money is to be made offline. Offline, when you go into organizations, when you go into schools, when you go into churches, and you have a program put together, a curriculum put together, and you can present it succinctly, and you can write a proposal around it, right? That's when you get the bigger money. How many of you, if you're rolling with me, type the word BIG and then the $sign? I told you, I'm very upfront about the money. I'm very upfront about, they say, where the money reside. Okay, I'm about where the money reside. Okay, I'm about showing you what to do so you can be where the money resides and you can get the money, and then the money can come to you easily. So if you're rocking with me, type the words BIG and then a $sign. Programs is where it's at. Programs is where you're going to get a lot of money. Programs is how you can go into a corporation. Yes, you can go into a corporation and they will pay you big, big money if you can put together a curriculum, right? If you can put together a plan that you can teach, right? So Kimberly over on Facebook says big money. Hey, Sine says, hey, Patricia saw the difference in a program versus a course. Those of you on Instagram, do you want to make that big money? Sine on Facebook wants to make the big money. All right. Leisha Clay wants to make the big money. And the thing is, the reason why some of you are not making the big money, like I said, you don't have a program and you're spending all this time on social media, right? You're spending all this time in these different groups. You're spending all this time doing what you think you're supposed to do, but you're missing out because you don't have a program. You never sat down. You never hired someone like me to sit you down and listen to you and figure out, okay, what is it that you want to teach people? What is your process? I met with a client today, and she's a mindset coach, right? And we did her unique branded session where once you talk with me at the end, I can tell you at the end of our 2 hours together, I will help you to create your unique branded coaching system, right? We're going to go from your process. Where do they start with you? What's the first step? What's the second? What's the third? And sometimes you may have 10 steps, you may have 8, you may have 9, and we flush out each step. And it's like, okay, how does someone achieve this thing right here, right? And at the end, she was just blown away. Like, I didn't know I had all of that in me. And I'm like, yes, you did, but you need someone to help you flush it out. And so she knows what her content is now. She knows who to talk to. She has an idea of who our ideal client is. She's going to name her process, and she can start packaging that up and selling it. Not only as a coaching program online, but she can go to like organizations and schools and stuff like that and present it to them and say, hey, I'm a mindset coach and I would love to help your students with mindfulness and, with mindset coaching. And this is something I'm going to teach people in my upcoming class on Saturday, right? She can take her curriculum, take her program now, right? Her journey, her process, her steps. She can take that now, package it up, sell it to a school, and then I teach my clients. You have to tie whatever you're offering, whatever you're doing, you have to tie it to your ideal client's goals. For example, I shared a few days ago how I earned $10,000 teaching teen girls, empowering teen girls in local schools, churches, and organizations over here in Philadelphia, right? And I did it because I took my personal philosophy. I created a program with different steps in it, how to do it. And I presented it to them and I said, hey, they go through Diva Academy. When they go through it, at the end, your girls, your students, they will be better students. They will have better grades in English, better grades in math. They will behave better. They'll want to go to college. They won't want to drop out. Why did I do that? I did that because the other secret to getting big money with programs is you have to make your program align with your ideal client's goals. For example, if you wanted to take your program to the Girl Scouts, okay, at the end of the day, why should the Girl Scouts invest in your program? My program is just amazing. Amazing doesn't cut it, because at the end of the day, like, in order for the school to decide they want your program or whatever, they have to vote on them, like with the trustee meeting. And if you're asking for money, they need to vote on it. How can someone who is advocating for you really argue on your behalf that this is what they need in their school and how it's going to help their kids if you don't know how your program at the end of the day is going to help somebody? So I aligned my program's goals with the school's goals. I figured out, well, what is the school interested in? What does the school want? That's what y'all have to learn to start doing, whether it's a school or organization or just online. If you have a program you want to put together and you want people to buy in, at the end of the day, how is it going to make their lives better? You're empowering people to do what? Oh, I show women how to build their courage. Okay, she needs courage to do what? I help women build their confidence. You're building her confidence for what? What is she going to do? And that's where a lot of y'all are making a mistake. You're not tying your process to something bigger. And the bigger is you have to tie it to your ideal client's goals, no matter who it is, right? So let me check in real quick. So Kimberly over here on Facebook, Instagram says, I was already making good money, but since I have been working with you, I have been making even more money. You're the real deal. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that, Kim. It's a certain way you show up. It's a certain way that you do things. So how many of you are like, listen, Shalene, you said you wanted to make the big money. And if you've been listening, you understand that the way to go is through programs. How many of you really want to take it to another level and say, you know what? I really want to encourage people and empower people, but I want to learn your strategy, Shalina. I want to learn your way. I want to learn how to research my ideal client. This is whether it's a corporation, a school, whatever. If it's a regular person, I want to know how to research. I want to know how to give them what they want. I want to know how to align my program so that I can make big money. Because see, while you're struggling, and this is where a lot of new coaches, where y'all go wrong, while you're struggling out there, oh, I offer sessions and 1-hour sessions and all this stuff, right? Because you don't have a program, because you don't have a process, because you don't have a transformation process, you really don't know how long it's going to take for you to work with someone. Like, there's no way if someone wants to come to me for branding and messaging and creating a unique coaching system, I'm really going to need more than 1 hour. I have a whole process that I take everyone through. So your program, your process needs to be duplicatable, and you need to take everybody through it so they can all get the same kind of results. So if you're looking to do that, like, Shalene, that sounds really good. I know I need that. And also, while y'all are doing the 1-hour sessions, and you charge $50, $75 an hour, like, shout out to you. Okay, at least you're getting some value. But while you're doing the 1 hour and all that, and people might show up for the next session, they may not, and the whole while you're not really getting results. I sat down and I'm like, look, honestly, I'm gonna need like 6 weeks to help you, even though that they might be 6 1 hour. I'll meet with you over 6 weeks, and it's for 1 hour a week, but I know the structure. I know where you start. I know where you end. I know I can guarantee you, if you listen to me, this is what you're going to walk away with. You're going to walk away with your unique coaching system. You're going to walk away with several digital products created, right, that you can sell on your online school. I'm going to show you how to get your online school up and running, all that stuff, right? While you're doing a 1 hour, 75 or 50, I'm like, yo, that's $3,000. Working with me for 6 weeks, that's $3,000. And that's still on the cheaper side. Because I know I do with a lot of new online coaches, and if they're scared, they may have been invested before, they haven't got results, but it's an investment, and I only work with serious people. So while you're doing your hour, $50, you can't light a candle to what I'm doing. All I need is one good client. Okay, bam, $3,000. Boom. $3,000 can roll into my account via Stripe, right? And here you are. All right, come on, $50 for the session. Why? Because you never took the time out to create a program to create an experience of transformation. I don't care what you teach. If you're teaching people how to cook, how to date, how to marry, I don't care. It needs to be a transformation process. And when you sit down and you actually map that out, you make big money. So how many of you want to keep doing the 1 hour sessions for $50 versus let me create a program and charge $2,500? And here's the thing. When I talk about money, right, you guys, I'm not talking about money just to be like, oh, charge people 1,000 or two just to do it. There's some coaches out there who they're just like, oh, I know my value. I charge my worth. Right. And I'm like, I know my value. I know my worth too. And that's why I'm really big on teaching my clients step by step with how to teach what they know, making sure they help people get results and a transformation, because that's what people are paying for. People won't mind, investing $1,000, $2,000, $2,500. But if you're my student, you're gonna know what you're talking about. You're gonna have a transformation process that they can follow, and you're gonna help them get results. That's the difference between me and other people. But some of you out here, you're really struggling. And then listen, and on Sunday, because I have a program, because I have a process in place, right? And I'm so good with what I do that I can break the process down and be like, okay, well, if you can't afford the whole thing right now, you're not ready to invest, I can give you this part right here, which will help you. Boom. And this part is like $1,500. And they're like, yes, okay, bam. I'm getting $1,500 to $3,000 for people to work with me. And you still doing these $50 per hour sessions. And if you're like, I need to shift my mind, Shalina, I need to turn this around, then I advise you on Saturday, this Saturday, I'm teaching a class called Empowerment Profits, where I'm showing you how to get paid great money doing what you love by positively changing the lives of others. Some of you are doing some great work. You're out here, you're changing the lives of other people, but you're not being paid. And after a while, you're going to grow resentful. You're going to get tired. You're going to get burnt out. There's no need for that. You have to learn what to do and what not to do. So upcoming this Saturday, I'm teaching a class called Empowerment Profits. So Kimberly says duplicatable programs all day long. So, with my teen girl program, y'all, I had gotten so good with it that I created a secular version that I taught on in the schools and organizations. Then I taught a Christian version. I was teaching the same stuff, but it had a slightly different feel. So in the church, I was able to use scripture more freely. I was able to do things a lot more freely with the church. Whereas though when I went to a school, I was still able to use scripture because my program was really based upon, I think it's in Psalm 139:14. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, and that my soul knows right well. That's what the program was based upon, showing young girls how to love themselves. So my foundation was still the Bible, but when I went into a school, you had no clue. And then when I went into a church, of course. So when you have a program, you can duplicate it, you can remix it how you want to. All right. And that's what I love you. If you're a Christian coach and you're out here listening, please take heed to that. I try to school them and say, listen, you don't have to beat on your chest and let everybody always know you're a Christian and you know what the Bible says. Because for one, the people whom God is calling you to, what if they don't respond to that? They may have had a negative experience in the church and they don't respond to that, but they still need your process. They still need your program, right? You need to learn how to be wise and lead and teach them the keys and the principles that they need. And then you can slide the Bible right on in there if that's what you want to do. God will still get the glory. But some Christians are like, no, I need people who they react to the word of God. And I'm like, first of all, who are you? You're not TD Jakes. You're not Sarah Jakes, right? You're not Creflo Dollar. You're not Joel Osteen. Why should they pay you to just shove scripture in their throat? First of all, when they can get that on Sunday from their own pastor, or they could turn on the TV or the internet and listen to Jamal Bryant, somebody. Why should they listen to you? No, they'll listen to you, but why should they pay you? That's the point. Why should they pay you? And a lot of my Christians don't realize TD Jakes is a brand. Sarah Jakes is a brand. I think she has the Evolve brand. Joel Osteen is a brand. And they think, oh, it's just the word of God. No, you still need to brand yourself. You still need to brand your message. I'm telling you, I'm not going to pay you just to quote scriptures to me. And I don't know your story. I don't know who you are, nothing. So if y'all know somebody who is in the church in Christianity and all that, share this with them, please. I do know what I'm talking about, right? So back to the regularly scheduled program. How many of you are like, Shalina, listen, I'm digging, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I know I need to be in this class on Saturday. It's Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And the beauty about this, you guys, those of you who are new to me, every class that I teach, unless I state specifically, there is a replay. So if you can't come, you can't make it, okay, I understand things come up. However, there will be a replay, there will be a recording, and you will have access to it. You have lifetime access to it. So you not being available this Saturday morning is not an excuse for you not to get this information. And so some of you have probably never even thought, wow, I need a program. You're just thinking, I'm going to just teach people what I know. But unless you sit down and you write it out, when people come to you, you might just be all over the place one day. But I have clients, right? One-on-one clients. And I know where everyone is in the process. I know what I'm teaching everyone. They all go through the same process. That's why they all get amazing results. And I can package it up and I can, like actually present it to someone. And that's why I get paid more money. You can get paid more money too, but you're out of order and you're not investing in yourself to learn how to do it. So how many of you are going to join me on Saturday? It's called Empowerment Profits. Those of you who want to empower people, and then profits, because a lot of you are burnt out. A lot of you are kind of resentful. A lot of you are just tired of always giving, giving, giving. Everything is free, free, free. You're not earning money from it. And if you're feeling that way, it's normal, because when you serve, you should earn. When you serve, you should earn. Those of you who are still rocking with me, type serve equals earn in the comments. The reason why you want to do that is because you need to get in the mindset. You got to shift your mindset. When I show up, when I speak, when I teach my strategies and my techniques, lives change for the better. I should be compensated for that. And the funny thing is, I went into a church and the church paid me, and I'm going to just be honest because I really don't care. But when you come correctly, right? You have a proposal. Some of you are like, a proposal. Don't worry, I got y'all there too. When you invest in my class that's coming up, you have a chance to save 50% on my other class called Pimp My Proposal, where I show you how to put it all together and how to present it, how to do the research. So when you go to these organizations, you know what to present, right? But the thing is, a lot of times in churches, and anybody who's been around a church long enough can tell you, they have no problem paying the musicians. They have no problem paying like the people who, the musicians, other preachers and stuff. But when it comes to other things, they don't really always see the immediate value in it. And so they're like, oh, come and speak to the kids for free. Oh, come in. And some of you may be like, what are kids? And I want to speak to them. Where's the school? I want to speak to them for free. And you do it until you find out that somebody else has come and spoken to their kids and stuff like that. And they got paid big money. And then you sitting up here looking crazy. Like, wait, well, why did they get paid? Oh, because they put their stuff into a curriculum, into a program, into a proposal, and they sold it to them. Because when you step to people correctly like that, they have to respond to you. So I went to a church with my proposal. And then what we did was, instead of the church paying me, the parents, I came up with the price and the parents paid me so that I was able to earn money. Y'all stop thinking that all this doing this stuff for free is cute. It's cute until you learn that somebody else who's doing what you're doing, and you're probably doing it better, that they're getting paid way more money than you. I told y'all the other day that happened to a friend of mine. We went to the same school, and we were both doing the after school programs. I presented Diva Academy, and I think I was, Diva Academy Empowerment. And she was teaching mindfulness and healthy living and all this other stuff. I was getting paid $500 a session, and they tried to pay her $125. And when she found out, she was like, wait, well, what's the difference? I had a curriculum. I had a program. I knew how to put that proposal together, and I submitted it. With her, it was like, oh, I'm going to come to the school and I'm going to help people. No, we're on two different levels, sis. And because she's my friend, I gave her the game. She created her proposal. She created her curriculum. She submitted it to the school, and boom, she started earning great money too. So Carol said, "Can you share the link?" Pimp My Proposal. That one is actually which one is that one? I think that one is bestsellingyear.com/proposal. And that one is $97. Now, the thing is, when you purchase the Empower class, bestselling year /empower, you pay $47 for that. And then there's another option that comes up immediately. And it says, hey, do you want to purchase Pimp My Proposal? And it's $50 off. So that's about like $48 or something like that. So that's how you get Pimp My Proposal for half. When you do the Empower Profits, which you need, and then the next option, do you want the what does it say? Do you want the Pimp My Proposal? And it's like $48 is half off or something like that. So that's how I'm working it. That's how I'm doing it. And you can do stuff like that when you have an online school and you know how to work it. You know how to do upsells. You can do that, right? So those of you who invest tonight, when you do the Empowerment Profits, I already have it built in where you save money on the Pimp My Proposal masterclass. That's already taught. You can dive into that before we even meet on Saturday, because the Saturday class will be a live class. So go to the link. I'm going to put the link up there, you guys. bestsellingyear.com/empower, EMPOWER. Carol, I hope that answered your question. So those of you on Instagram, do you have any questions for me? Those of you on Facebook, do you have any questions for me? You guys, I told you guys I pushed and pushed today past being tired because I wanted to show up. I wanted to give value. I wanted to share, and those of you who want to go to another level, I wanted to present that opportunity to you. See, I don't look at my classes and products and services like, well, I'm begging them to give me money. No, I look at it as a way of serving, and I look at it as a way of helping you get to the next level. And by me not opening my mouth, I'm doing you a disservice, because you're going to go and you're going to invest with somebody else, go somewhere else, and they may not be what you need. So if my message resonates with you, it's my duty. I want you guys to write down duty, D-U-T-Y. Shout out to my little cousin. His name is Duty. His nickname is Duty. But we're not talking about that duty. We're talking about D-U-T-Y. Write down the word duty, D-U-T-Y. The reason being is it's your duty to open your mouth and to market and to share your products and your services. Why? Because when you're with me, you start to view your products and services as solutions to people's problems. And if you had a cure to cancer, you ain't gonna say nothing. You had a cure to COVID and you ain't saying nothing. That's not right. People are dying, and here you had a solution, but I don't want to be salesy. I don't want people to feel like I'm always asking for money. Every week I'm almost coming out with a new class because it's a new solution. And I never try to overcrowd y'all with I don't try to put a bunch of information into one product and you end up with nothing. I like a single solution approach, right? So Kimberly over here on Facebook, Instagram, Kimberly Ross Hollingsworth says, and she is a book coach. She's a fabulous book coach. Check her out. She says, I had to learn to stop letting people pick my brain for free. Yes, it does make a difference. You can't pick my brain for free. You can't say, Shalina, well, I'm going to send you something. Take a look at it. What you think? Are you my client? No, then I'm not looking at it. And I mean, I get paid to do this. I'm not looking at nothing. If you schedule a session with me and it's something you want me to look at, I'll take a quick peek and I'll assess it quickly, but I'm not doing a deep dive. I had to tell a woman a couple weeks ago, I said, listen, honey, people pay me to go through their offers and to see what's working, what's not working, and how to make it better. They pay me for that. I don't do that for free. So you're not going to pick my brain for free. And I established that relationship with her earlier on. Some of y'all do everything for free. Then you get with me. And I'm like, okay, we got to put a value on it. Then people get ghosts. They start scattering like roaches. Like, who she thinks she is? But it's not their fault. That's how y'all met. That's y'all relationship. Everything with y'all is free. And now you want to charge? Nah. And then the crazy thing is they'll go and pay someone else big money who's teaching what you're teaching, but that person has established a paying customer relationship with them and they have respect. So it's not like they disrespect you, they don't care. That's not how y'all started out. And one of my brothers years ago was like relationship advice, but he was like, little sis, you gotta let these dudes know how you riding from the beginning. He used other words. But he said, let them know how you're riding in the beginning. What does that mean for you as a coach? What that means is, okay, I'll have, like right now, I do plenty of free stuff. When I hop on here and I go live, y'all, my free stuff is better than a lot of paid stuff. And I'm teaching you guys and I'm giving you game, I'm giving you instruction. So when people are like, oh, well, I may not be able to afford it right now or whatever, I direct them, go check out some of my lives, go check out some of my YouTube videos. Watch those because it's great content, right? I'm not going to cut my price in half. I'm not going to do all this stuff to appease you. My investment is my investment, right? If you can't afford it, I got a whole bunch of free stuff. That's why I tell y'all create great content, because then y'all don't have to feel bad, because a lot of y'all want to help people, but you don't have to feel bad like, oh, they can't afford me. All right, well, check out my YouTube channel. I have a bunch of free stuff over there. I have a bunch of resources on my website. Y'all got to get out of this habit, right? So Kimberly's the only one on Facebook who said it's her duty. It's your duty to present your program, your product, and your service. It's your duty because you're helping people. You should never feel like, oh my God, like I'm being salesy. Well, how are they supposed to know that you have something for them if you don't learn how to market it, if you don't know how to sell it, if you don't know how to live stream, to tell people about it, if you don't even drop the website and tell them what you got going on, how are they supposed to know? So a lot of women suffer with this. You got to change that mindset. And let me just tell y'all another way how I'm riding. Like I tell my new clients, if you just listen to me, I teach you step by step. I give you the templates. I give you the script. I just need you to do it, and I need you to show up and do the work, right? And then I'm like, listen, and we're going to work, and you work, and the money's going to come in. I'm very upfront about that, about making the money and earning the money. And I'm also very upfront in my own life that I believe that money comes to me easily. I don't work hard for money, meaning I'm not busting my butt getting to know. I do work hard in what I do because I love it and I work to a certain level, right? That's not what I'm talking about. For me, I don't believe in getting up in the morning and going into someone's job to make money. I personally don't believe in that. I believe in waking up every morning, waking up my mind, waking up my genius, and getting paid great money easily. I believe in getting paid through my online school. I give you a link. You like what I'm putting down. You click on the link. You pay me. I get my Stripe. I get my PayPal notification, and my school delivers whatever it is that it said. If I'm teaching live class, you show up at that time, but my systems remind you to show up at that time. All I got to do is show up and teach and collect the money. That's my relationship with money. I'm working on my credit. I'm paying my bills and stuff on time because I have a good relationship with money. I believe that I should earn money easily, doing what I love, helping people. I believe I should be compensated very well. I believe that about money. That's why I get paid the way that I get paid. I was telling people on Sunday I get paid $3,600. And it came in a span of like 4 hours. And it was like I was doing other things. It was like bing, Stripe notification, $2,500 payment. You just received it. Then it was like another one like bing, $1,000. You just received this. Then it was like 97 and 97. In a span of 4 hours, they came in. Why? Because I know how to create content. I know how to set myself up for success. And the seeds that I planted last week, they came to pass, and people made a decision. And I was like doing other things. I was preparing for another class. I'm like listening to my music on YouTube, and I'm getting ready for this week with content. And bing, 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 all Stripes and PayPal notifications. That's how I'm riding with money, and that's how I believe I should be paid. I do not believe in physical manual labor to make money. I just don't. You may be doing that right now. And that's okay. That's where you are. But as for me in my house, I don't believe that about money. I believe that money should come to me easily, and money should come to me frequently in large amounts. Yes, in large amounts. So let's just break it down. $3,600 is more than what a lot of people make in 1 month. That came to me in 4 hours. because I'm an online coach. I set up my systems. I have my programs and procedures and everything in place. And the money rolls in, the money resides. People say, oh, go where the money resides, but you need to be where the money resides too. Like, you need to be a spot where the money got to come to you. I believe that. I say, my money needs to come to me. I wake up every morning like, okay, what new money am I going to earn today? And money comes. I'm telling you, you got to change your mindset, right? All right. So Kimberly, Erica, it says, bing, 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 love it, right? Erica, if you can expound on that a little bit more, I would appreciate that. So I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all the game. I'm giving y'all the strategy on Saturday, bestsellingyear.com/empower. And when you enroll tonight, there will be an option that gives you like 50% off of the Pimp My Proposal class, which is a master class that's already done, but it takes you step by step through how to create a proposal that gets you paid. Because with proposal is certain research, certain things you need to include. I tell you, okay, this is how you find the language to use. This is how you align your goals with the organization's goals. Y'all need to know this if you want to, trying to get to the money. So how many of you are going to join me on Saturday? How many of you are going to join me on Saturday? All right. So Kimberly has already enrolled in Empowerment Profits. While I'm here on stream, remember I told you I don't believe in working hard for money. Did you see me say, hey, Kimberly, hey, y'all, we got to stop. Because Kimberly is in my DMs and I got to give her my link. No, I'm here talking to y'all. And Kimberly went and she just bought Empowerment Profit. So I'm going to see Kimberly on Saturday. Or if I don't see her live, she don't catch the replay. That's what I'm talking about. Like, did I move from this spot? I did not move, and money still came in. So, and just know on my live streams, I love it when y'all are tuning in, y'all get the link, and y'all run while I'm still talking, and y'all buy it. Because what that does, and I share it, because what it does is it encourages other people who are listening to me like, well, maybe there is something to what she's saying. Maybe she really is the real deal. And not only that, if Shalina can do it, I can do it. That's what I want my testimony in my life and my life to be about. If Shalina can do it, I can do it. If Shalina can shift her mindset about money, and Shalina believes that, like my mentors say, use your mind and not your behind to make money, maybe I can start adopting that. Like, I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I earn a living from the things that I teach. And I make great money doing it. And I'm able to, contribute to my family, take care of my family. Like, I have a beautiful bank account. Earlier this week, they said, we tired of bank accounts that look like GPA scores. I guess $3. And child, please. No, I have a beautiful bank account. And I'm proud of it. Because when a mentor told me this years ago, he said, your bank account should reflect the value that you put out in the world. And I just committed this week. I'm like, God, I want to put so much value out in the world for my new coaches. I'm tired of them being taken advantage of. I'm tired of y'all investing in these programs and products that is over your head. You're not getting the results. I know how to help you build that foundation. I just had my client today. It was between me and like another company. And I told her, and I said, thank you for trusting me to get my opinion. I said, but at the same time, thank you for going with me. Because I told her, I said, listen, you can go and work with that other company, but you're not ready for them. I said, and you're going to invest this money with them. You're not going to see the return because you're not ready. You don't have what you need. Come to me first. I'm going to give you what you need. We're going to have this foundation. You're going to create your unique coaching system. And then from there, when you create the unique coaching system, we're going to create digital products and services. Because how are you going to have a funnel and you don't have different products in place? You don't know how one product leads to the next, That's what having a funnel is all about. So she listened to me. She invested with me. We met today. She's like, oh my God, thank you so much. I needed you before I go over there. Because I know I'm not a one-stop coach. When it comes to you with being a new coach, I'm one-stop shop in terms of building your foundation. Once you're here with me, go to someone else who can teach you the ads and scale, help you to create six figures. Even though I have six-figure coaches under me who came through me, especially last year, the point being is I help you build that solid foundation. And so with you all, y'all can do the same thing, but there's certain way you got to move, right? So, all right here. So, Uh, yep. So okay, so they're on Facebook. Okay, so y'all listen, they are digging me with the money, right? So on on Instagram, Facebook over here, Erica says money comes to me easily. Y'all should write that down and tell yourself that money comes to me easily. And the thing is, y'all, I have beautiful clients now. They listen, they take action, and they get great results. And they just so eager to work with me, and they eager to pay, all that stuff, right? So Erica says money affirmations are key. They are. And then Kimberly says great affirmation, money comes to me easily, right? And Erica says you have to believe that you are worthy of receiving money, receiving great money. So I made the commitment earlier this week to God, like I want to give out so much value and I want to be compensated as such. I want this to be my 7-figure year. And it's not just about the money, but it's about me moving past my own fears, my own hangups, investing in ads, investing in different things that before I was afraid to. I'll admit I was uncomfortable, but I'm like, I have been working on my craft. I've been working on this product, and I've been testing it out on real people, seeing what they need. Boom, boom, boom. Like I put this on the market. This will help people. So when I say I want a 7-figure year, it's because I'm willing to do what it takes to reach the people who need me and to boldly and confidently present my solution and work with the systems and everything else so I can have a 7-figure year, right? So Kimberly says, already signed up for both classes because I know the value. All right, all right, all right. So Kimberly, so Erica says, make it easy for people to buy from you. Shalina taught us that money is easy. So if you want to buy from me, like, oh, Shalina, I want to purchase. All right, here's the link. And that's it. That's when Mary had a little lamb. I don't have time to be going back and forth with you, DMing you. Now, if you slide in my DMs or whatever, and oh, I want to talk to you, Shalina. Okay, if we've never established a relationship, even if we do have one, I'm going to give you the link to get on my calendar because I have my day set and you just cannot bombard my day. Like my cousin was like, I met this woman and I know she needs you and she wants to talk to you. I said, I don't have the time today. Give her my link and let her set up a time with me. A former client, she had a question. She wanted to talk to me, slid her the link, and she's on my calendar for tomorrow. Because why? I respect my time, and time is money. So Eric is also saying that's the first time I heard that, Shalina, a beautiful bank. Yes, I have a beautiful bank account. Yes, yes, yes. So Sine says, boom, that's the issue right there. Minister Shirley says it's your duty. When you know it's your duty, you show up, you humble yourself, you get the help you need so you can present your program, which is really your solution. Think about it with this whole COVID thing, right? Johnson and Johnson, Moderna, who was it? Pfizer. They all like, yo, 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 yo. Okay, this is what's going on. Yo, we got a solution. We got a solution, and we got a solution. All three of them are getting billions and billions of dollars from the U.S. government. Why? Because they came up with solutions. Where's your solution? Your coaching should be a solution for people. When you look at it, is this a solution? It'll make me push past my fears and go live and do it, and it should do the same thing for you. So Kimberly says, yes, time is money. My time is money, and and things are scheduled. So if you're not on my schedule, then you're not on the schedule. And I respect your time. You respect my time. Time is money, right? And money, and both of them, we can't get them back once we misuse them and abuse them. So let me go and check in here again real quickly and see. Yep. So listen, Kimberly, remember I told you guys, Kimberly purchased the Empowered Profits. And then on my website, there's an option. As soon as you pay for Empowered Profits, it says, hey, do you want Pimp My Proposal? It says, hey, do you want Pimp My Proposal for $50 off? Kim said, yes. Y'all, that's automations. That's systems. I didn't have to lift a finger. I didn't have to lift a finger. And I've already made $100 since I've been here. I already made $100 easily. You can do the same thing, but you don't know how to do it. And you don't want to you don't want to humble yourself to learn from somebody who can teach you. Stop trying to do this stuff on your own. It's like, okay, so you can't invest. This is my son calling me. You can't invest $50 to learn something, but then you turn around and you want people to pay you thousands. It doesn't work like that. All right, you guys. And that's why a lot of y'all get taken advantage of. You get with these people with these flashy ads and stuff like that, and they saying all this stuff, make you feel good. You paying them thousands and thousands of dollars, and then you don't get anywhere. Then you have somebody out here pouring out to you, someone you can talk to, but y'all are like, no, I don't really know. and I'm not saying anybody hates on me. I don't really don't care. I don't live in that land. But like the people who y'all are looking at are the ones you should be learning from. The people who are putting a solution, like, look, I got this class. This is what I'm gonna teach you, and they're sincere and they resonate with your spirit. Invest. And I'm gonna give y'all some game. How many of you want me to give you some game right now? You want me to give you a gem, a GEM, not a GYM, not the gym, but a gem, a J, no GEM, a GEM. If you want me to give you a gem, type gem in the comments because I'm about to give y'all some good game. Hey, Shakima S. Perry. Hey, Shakima. Hey, hey, hey. All right, so somebody, Kimberly wants me to give you guys the gem, the GEM, right? I'm about to date myself, but how many remember Jim and the holograms? Jim is excitement. Ooh, Jim. It was like Jim and the holograms versus the Anyway, I digress. Let me tell you this, Jim. And I shared this with one of my really good friends this morning. And I told her, I said, listen, I said, we know which lane she's in. And I'm going to help her build out. She hired me. She's my friend and she hired me. She's my friend and she hired me. She's my friend, and she hired me. I hope that didn't go over some of y'all's heads. She's my friend, but she hired me. Okay. And so we know which lane she's rocking and all that. So someone that we admire in the industry and that we would model some things after, because they're, if you find somebody doing stuff that's working right and you want to do, you should model what they're doing because they're doing the right things. So she was like, yo, so-and-so slid in my DMs. So it really wasn't the person. The person has their systems, right? Kimberly says, love your profile. Sinead says, I used to love that show, right? So, okay, so people, you all remember that show, Jim and the Holograms, right? So I was just saying that, but it was about the gym. So I told my friend, I said, well, listen, it's mighty funny that person slid in your DMs. It really wasn't her, but she probably has like chat bots or whatever. So she has a system. It slid into the DM. I said, and she told me how much the investment is with this person to learn from this person. And I think she said it was $347. I was like, I think that you should invest. I said, that's a small price to pay to learn from this person. I said, now when you invest with her, you're not a consumer. So you're not just, teach me. I said, you're going to be a producer who's observing. And you're going to look at, how does she market to me? What does she say? What kind of language does she say, right? What's this program? What is it like? And I said, this person is really well known, so she can put a higher price tag on it. But what is she offering? I said, consider this when you look at companies, this is like research and development. I said, it's only $347. Why not? Why not invest $347 for someone who's making millions a year doing what you want to do? You wouldn't invest $347 to see what they're doing? And this is my rule of thumb. Normally I say, if someone who's doing what you're doing, they're offering something that's 97 or less, I'm like, yo, you better purchase what they buy, purchase what they're offering. And some people may say, well, Shalina, why would you do that? Why would you support your competition? First of all, I don't see competition that way. But see, I see myself as a company. You just a little freelancer. This is a hobby for you. I'm a company. And companies have research development and a marketing research and development part of their company where they're conducting research and they're developing things. And my thing is, if somebody is doing what I want to do and they're doing it well, why not? If it's less than 97, why not invest? And I'm looking at everything, like what their sales page look like. How did I pay them? How did I get once I pay, how quickly did they deliver the product or service? And I'm in the program. I'm in the ebook. I'm looking at all the stuff, right? And I'm like, oh, wow. And, one person, I invested in him. His thing was like $47. I invested in it because I wanted to see. Man, by the time he got done with me, I paid him I almost paid him $100 because it was like $47. Oh, when you purchase this, you get this with a discount. And I was like, oh, that make a lot of sense. I bought that. By the time I was done, I paid $100. That taught me something like, wow, this person has great upsells. So they took a $47 product, offered that to you, but then they have a system in place that says, hey, this next thing is really good. You get a discount. And it made sense. I was like, that was touche. Well played, right? And then I'm like, okay, so I got the product. I opened it up. And this isn't a knock or anything towards anybody, but it was a lesson for me, and this is game for you. It wasn't even all designed all off the hook. It was neat, but it really wasn't even all off the hook. And it was, I'm gonna say when I say basic is not a bad thing when you're new. It was comprehensive, but I'm like, oh my God. He sat down and said, people struggle with this. I'm gonna show them how to get better. It was so like, it was really good, especially if you didn't know it. But I was like, yo, he making $1,000 a day selling this. And you know what it did for me? I said, oh, I got to get myself together. I got to get my systems together because I got an ebook too. And my ebook is way better and it can really help people. But how would I have known that had I not invested in his? Some of you are not moving forward. You're not doing what you're supposed to do because you think that your stuff isn't good enough. You think you're not good enough, right? And you hear people are being so successful and she doing this and she doing that or whatever. And so you hold back. You don't even put yourself out there, right? And then because you're not thinking you're not good enough. A lot of new coaches suffer from that. You don't think you're good enough, so you don't put your stuff out there. Then when you purchase their stuff, you're like, oh my God, my stuff is better than this. So it wasn't worth you investing $47 or $100 to learn that your stuff was better and that you should be putting yourself out there too. And if they can do it, you can do it. That wasn't worth $97. Some of y'all, like, in addition to coaching, I empower my clients because some of y'all don't believe it's possible for you. You know, and y'all got a lot of trauma, a lot of stuff in your past, people that put you down. Your family don't believe in you, your husband don't believe in you, your family don't believe in you, and you show up in the world that way. So part of me being a coach is I got to inspire you. I say, borrow my confidence in you so you can believe in yourself. Y'all dealing with, that's why I'm giving you the answers because I'm telling you how to live stream, tools to use, the script to have, and you still caught up and because why? Because when you were a child, people told you who wants to listen to you, shut up. You're still battling those demons. I'm giving you the answer. I'm telling you what to do. That's why you invest in a coach. That's why you spend the money. You need to see other people doing what you want to do. You can think, I could do this too. All it takes is a mindset shift to be like, I could do this too. And you put yourself out there. So thank God for that gentleman. I said, he makes $1,000 a day selling this ebook. Because it's not only the ebook, it's the other stuff, right? And I'm like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Let me get myself together because I know my ebook is better than this. I know it can help people. And it's not about being better, but it's like, shoot, if he can do it, I can do it too. Right? So I'm about to shut it down over there on Instagram. Instagram, check me out. bestsellingyear.com/empower, and then get that Pimp My Proposal class. It shows up right away. Okay, and I'll see you on Saturday. All right, goodbye, Instagram. Goodbye, Instagram. All right. So this is the thing too, right? While I'm over here talking to you guys on Facebook and on YouTube and everything like that, right? I am also live on Instagram. So if I were you, I'd be like, people were thinking that like I'm going live on all these places one at a time. Oh no, I invest in software that allows me to be in 4 different places at one time. You wouldn't want to invest $47, $37 to learn how to do that, right? So let me check out what you guys are saying. I told Kimberly said that 47 turns into hundreds, sometimes thousands. Is so worth it, right? Hey, Katia is another client of mine. She's saying hello. Sanae is like, yes, teach us. Kim is like, preach. Sanae says you dropping them nuggets with that good sauce tonight. Yes, right? And Sanae says, you believing in us is so greatly appreciated. Y'all just need to see that it's possible. Minister Shirley said, that's a gem, right? There's a young lady, right? When I decided this year that I wanted to earn 7 figures, I wanted to earn $1 million plus this year. When I purposed in my heart to do that, a young lady who I'm associated with, I met her back in 2015 in Canada. She decided she's not going to do $1 million in a year. She's going to do $1 million in a month. And then she was like building her team of people to help. So I became an affiliate. And it was so interesting because a lot of times when y'all say y'all want to do things, you don't know how to do it. God will put different people in your life, in your place, so you can see them do it. And I'm like, shoot, I'm thinking $1 million a year is something special. She's doing it in a month. Why? Because she invested in a mastermind, and those people are earning that kind of money. And they said, no, 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 no. You're not gonna do $1 million this year. You're gonna do $1 million in a month. And she believed it and was like, and then she went to her friend, and her friend is so amazing. They put a plan together. So God, y'all, you can't be what you can't see. You know, and a lot of my clients, I showed them how to build the online school, right? I showed them how to build the online school because you can't be, if you don't have an online school, if you don't have certain things structured, you can't be doing one thing and then making money at the same time. You gotta be, all right, stop. Let me hold up, y'all. Excuse me. Let me go on my DMs and slide her this link. But when you have an online school, and so like Kimberly purchased one thing for me tonight for 47, and my system is already set up like, yo, she could really use this Pimp My Proposal. Let me give her a really good discount. Boom, she has that class for $50 now, less than $50. But the thing is, if she just would have went on my website and bought it outright, it would have been $100. So you can't do that if you don't have a school, though. So y'all got to learn this game, okay? Y'all got to learn this game. All right, so Alicia Clay says, I'm all in. Sine says, yes, he does. God will show you. Okay, so Alicia, what do you mean you all in? What you talking about all in? Because we had a discussion yesterday. So what you mean we all in, right? Let me know what that all in entails. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to hop off of here. I'm so glad that I pushed through. I'm so glad that I pushed through how I was feeling, being tired, and I showed up for y'all. Because whether you decide to show up on Saturday and invest or not, I believe that what I've deposited into you tonight, if you take it and you meditate on it, it will make sense, and you go and you find that resource that's right for you. I believe I'm the best. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I was listening to a motivational YouTube podcast, and this man said, when you get in a lane and there's not many other people in it, or you're doing it to a certain degree, and you're the only one doing it, he said that you can say you're the best, right? He was like, and you hold on to that turf as long as you can with saying that you're the best, right? And maybe it's just how you do things, right? Maybe it's how you do things. But the thing is, you have to start believing that you're the best that provides the service that you provide. And me saying I'm the best has nothing to do with any other coach. It's no knock against any. I don't even see you. I don't mind you. I don't see you. I don't talk about you. I'm not even about that. But as for me and my house, I'm the best. So I'm gonna show up as the best. I'm a study as the best, and I'm gonna give results like I'm the best, right? And my prices should reflect that. So those of you who are interested in working with me, come on now. Come on before the baby gets here, because once he gets here, is it. That's it. You're not going to, if you want to coach me one-on-one, it's going to be a lot more money after my son is born. Why? Because my time is precious now. I'm going to have a little newborn. I'm going to be 42 with a newborn. Do you really think I have time for people who don't really want to listen? So we're shifting gears to higher end programs where I'm affecting and teaching more people all at once. So we're working on processes. We're working on making sure everything is in line for y'all so that everything is okay. But as for getting moi one-on-one, that's going to come at a premium. Why? Think about it. I'm going to be 42, full-time entrepreneur with a newborn. I ain't going to have that kind of time. And like Cardi B said, my time is expensive. You have to begin to see yourself that way. You have to begin to look at yourself as the best. And when you believe you're the best, you train like you're the best. You invest like you're the best, right? You know what I mean? You form you listen. So they said, y'all better jump in the deep end, baby, because you want to swim. Alicia says, yes. Kimberly says, great message tonight. Now to my past due assignments. Okay, so Kim and a few of them on here, they are in my content boot camp, and I have been kicking their butt all week long, right? But I'm so proud of them because they're learning. It looks a lot easier than what it is. And then when you start learning what to, I tell them, I get them scripts and everything else, and they got to write them out, and they got to present them in a group, and they be like, And I go through line by line, like, this don't make no sense. What are you trying to do here? And we go and I make them rewrite it. I help them to rewrite it, right? And it's just so amazing to see what they create and what they create so quickly. So Sine says most coaches just talk or drop you some words on paper. Shalina draws it out, gives you the GPS, and shows you how to get to the destination. Yes, I do. Y'all talking about where the money reside? Where the money reside? Well, you need a map. You got to do the work. So that's what we do. So Sine says, yes, I'm so behind. Been traveling. I'm catching up tonight. So each day they're given a mini assignment early in the morning, 7 a.m. because some of them are working and everything else. And then throughout the day, they work on it. And in the evening, it seems like late in the midnight hour. That's what they did to me last night. They all submitted their stuff late in the midnight hour. So when I got up this morning, I get up really early. I was able to tackle and give them advice, and they were able to change things up. So the first day they worked on something called a hero's journey. And that's like, you ever see those ads on Facebook where they ask a question and then they kind of take you through their journey. Like, I used to be really broke and I was working a job and then I just knew I needed more, blah, blah, blah. And you read the whole thing, and by the time they're like, I invite you to my free webinar, it's called the hero's journey. They learn how to do that. So they had to write it out. I gave them instructions how to do it. And some of them really struggle because they're not used to being focused. They just try to talk about everything. And I'm like, what the heck? Where you going? Like, wait, you started talking about hair and now you're talking about the pharmaceutical companies and weight loss. What are you talking about? And because they're learning with content, you got to be very specific with content, right? So that was the first day, the hero's journey. And so what they don't realize is when they want to start running ads, they can actually use that copy in an ad. So Tuesday was about live streaming, like what I'm doing right now. There's a certain formula to live streaming. They had to write out the live streaming script, right? Like, and they were like, oh my God, like literally everything. He had to write it out. And then, and they had to make a call to action. And they're actually going to go live in a group like on the weekend for about 10 minutes so we can see, did they really learn how to do it? And they can get the feel of it, right? And then today they actually created a 60-second commercial. And so I told them this is what the script is, and I showed them the software to use. I gave them a step-by-step tutorial on the software to use so they can look really good, right? So I knew they were going to come sliding in all late with their assignments, but the first one I saw, shout out to Leah, it was amazing. I was like, she nailed it. She did it. It's amazing. And a lot of them they've never done this before because they didn't know how to do it. And they were just like, oh my gosh, Shalene, I did it. So I can't wait to see the rest of their stuff tonight. I already told them, I said, some of y'all, I cannot wait to laugh because I know some of y'all do the most. And I got to come in and reel y'all in. But that's all right. I got to reel them in, but that's all right. But so far I'm encouraged because Leah's was excellent. It was amazing, right? And so that was today. And I can't tell you what tomorrow and Friday is. So they're learning 5 different ways, right? So Lisa Clay says, yes, it was very good. It was a good exercise with very good instruction, right? And then Kimberly says, that was a first for me, the hero's journey. It was awesome. So Lisa says, I have to finish my video. It's a great course, right? Don't you want people saying that about your stuff? Don't you want people like, yo, it was worth every dime, man. This was good. It was amazing. You can do that, but you got to learn. And I'm going to hop off of here because I'm about to go back to sleep because I'm tired. I'm tired, shout out to my clients. I will be taking a look at what you guys have to offer. I'll be giving you feedback, real live feedback in real time. And they go back and they correct it. It's just wonderful. I really, really enjoy teaching and I really enjoy that. So Sine says, absolutely. All right. Yes, worth every dime. Don't you want people saying that, man? Licia Clay, Licia Bianca, that's her name she goes by. Man, I invested with her with the wellness, man. It was worth every dime. I invested in Sinead's 6-figure introvert. Man, that was worth every dime. You want them to say that because you don't want to have people have buyer's remorse like, oh my God, this is horrible. This is not what I thought it was. I want a refund. That's how people request refunds. You don't want that don't have to be you. All right, so you guys, I'm going to hop off of here. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and share this video. All right, so there's 12 of you watching right now, but I only got 6 likes and 6 hearts. What's up with that? What's up with that, right? So I want you to share this, all right? And Sine says, Tired too. Been up since 10 a.m. yesterday, but got to get my homework done. Yes, you got to get some rest too. Because when you rest, your mind is nice and good. All right, you guys. So this is Shalina Diva. I want you all to join me on Saturday for Empowerment Profits. Even if you can't make it live Saturday because you're preparing for Easter on Sunday, you will have access to the recording. You can go back and watch the replay and it'll be just as good as you being live, okay? This is Shalina Diva, the Purpose Driven Diva. I want you to make that big money with those programs. I'm going to show you how to do that on Saturday. And then when you purchase tonight, you might as well just purchase a proposal class, because if you want to come correctly, you're going to need to know how to put together a proposal. Okay, you guys, so I've taken care of that. I've let you save money on that, right? So this is Shalina Diva, the Purpose Driven Diva. Good night, Kimberly. Good night, everybody. I will see you on the other side. Be blessed.